Hi guys, how are you doing? Well, I guess I'm back sooner than expected. So I'm doing this video because I found this little guy hiding in my drawer while I was clearing out my makeup. This is an eyeshadow pigment and I used this only once in my life. Just once. And that was 6 years ago. This was in 2014. I think I was like 20 years old. Like I was getting prepared for my university ball. So I had a whole look planned out, right? I had a royal blue dress, royal blue heels. I did my nails blue, and the missing piece was my eyes. I kid you not, I found this pigment and I was like over the moon. This is a picture of me with the eye look and I looked ridiculous. Yeah, it's just like, it was a whole moment. I did that. Looking back, I cringe. My date was my boyfriend, obviously, and I thank him for being with me, but this is what he looked like 6 years ago. So I was thinking today, why don't I do a look using this? And I'm not gonna just do a look. I wanted to do a smoky eye. Now, if you don't know me, I'm not the biggest fan of smoky eyes. I don't like smoky eyes. I just like, let's just say you wouldn't catch me dead wearing a smoky eye. So I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'm gonna challenge myself. I'm gonna do a smoky eye. And I'm gonna use this guy right here. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Oh my god, I don't do smoky eyes, so I'm really nervous. I don't know what this will turn out to be, but please bear with me. So I'm gonna be using this concealer palette by NYX, and I'm going to be priming my eyelid. Doing eye makeup on camera is hard. It's really hard. I'm not gonna go ham with the priming because when your base is a little too pigmented, it can mix with the colors and like dull it down a little. So I'm gonna be using this shade right here. It's a very neutral shade, and I am going to buff it out to the crease of my eye. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to be using a brown shade right here. I'm going to be using it to define the crease of my eye. Slightly buffing it out and concentrating mainly on the V of the eye, the outer V. When I'm going to go towards the inner corner, I'm not going to feather it out. I'm going to keep it really close to the crease. I'm going to take a precise fluffy brush like this and I'm going to dip it into, I'd say, a warm brown sort of shade, and I'm going to buff it out on the outer perimeters of the shadow. Now once you're done looking like you've been punched in the eyeball, I'm going to take this eye kohl pencil and I'm going to go ham with it. Trust me, there's a process to it. I might look like a crack addict doing this, but I'm not going to be very precise with it. It does not matter because we're going to blend it out. Now I'm going to take a black eyeshadow and I'm going to be slightly buffing this out into the crease and also bringing it outwards. Using this, I'm going to be drawing a crease. This is something I usually do with a concealer, but this time I'm doing it with this. You're probably like, oh my god, what's wrong with you? I don't look great with a smoky eye, I swear. Okay, so now that I look like a raccoon, I'm going to be using this pigment. This is 6 years old. I don't know if I should be using this, but yeah, it says made in USA, loose mineral eye dust. I guess I'm just gonna use it. This is the pigment. So I'm going to be using this brush. I'm going to place this in the inner corners of my eye. Now I'm going to take a black eyeshadow and I'm going to deepen the rest of the eye. I really like this shade. It's like a duo-toned shade. I think I'll just use it right in the center. Now I'm going to go with my eye comb pencil under my eyes. I'm going to buff it out using an eyeshadow brush. Now I'm going to use a little bit of the pigment under my eye. Now I'm also going to tightline my eyelids. I'm going to use my eyeliner and I'm going to use it to draw a very small eyeliner. Alright, so I'm done with the other eye too. I know I look kind of scary. I'm hoping it'll come together with the full face of makeup, so fingers crossed. I'm going to start off with priming my face. This is the Vitamin E Moisturizer by Body Shop. And foundation, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade Golden Caramel. I actually match this shade perfectly now. I cannot believe it's been 6 years since that ball, because I remember I had so much fun at that ball. I mean, it was, I think, it was actually the second ball I attended with my boyfriend. We've been together for 7 years and it's crazy how time just like decides to fly. So to cancel out the dark spots and the dark areas of my face, I'm gonna use this. This is actually a little darker than my skin tone, but it is a very warm tone. I mean, it is called warm caramel. So it actually helps cancel out the darker areas of my face. It's quite common for like women or men with deeper skin tones to have like a little bit of discoloration, especially in the lower part of the face or like under the eyes. It can be like anywhere really. Is when you like try to match your foundation to the shade of your skin, it might not fully match the discolored areas of your face, and when you use a foundation, it might end up, those areas in particular could end up looking ashy. So as long as you find a concealer that can really cover those areas up, you should be good to go with your regular foundation. So now I'm going to use my concealer to really bring in that shape I want from my eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with an even lighter concealer. Now this concealer is white. Like it's white. This is what it is, and I'm gonna use a very little of this to just really highlight underneath my eyes, just a little bit on my nose. And as soon as I place them, I'm gonna go in with my sponge and I'm going to buff it out. It's gonna blend in with the concealers that I placed earlier and give a really brightened effect. I haven't contoured or like I haven't done other cream products on my face, so I'm not gonna set the rest of my face, just my under eyes. So this is what I'm gonna be using. This is the NYX HD Finishing Powder. I'm gonna use a sponge and I'm gonna go very lightly, just very lightly. I'm gonna tap it in the back of my hand. Just tap it out so that the powder disperses nicely. After that is done is when I'm gonna go under my eyes. Since I have gone quite heavy with my eyes, I don't want my eyes to look like they're overbearing. So because of that, I'm gonna go a little dark on the contour as well. And now I'm gonna go in with some powder contour. For blush, I'm going to be using this blush palette and I'm going to go with this shade. I'm going with the baby pink because I feel like it complements like the blue tones of the eyes, and it's a really cute color. So now I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm using a brow pomade for this. All of the products that I use are listed in my description box of my YouTube. When it comes to doing my brows, I like to keep them fairly natural. This is strictly something that I do when I'm going out. Like out, you know, out to a party or an event. But it just does wonders to the brows, you know. So I really recommend trying this out. If you have a concealer that you use a little bit of it and go underneath your brow. Sometimes I only go underneath my brow. Today I thought of just going all around it, you know, because why not? This is the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. I love it. I think I mentioned this in the last video as well. It's clear and it holds your brows where they're supposed to be. They just don't flop around and like look weird at the end of the night. Now I'm going to be using some mascara. I'm going to heavily coat my eyelashes. I'm also going to spray myself with this. So for lips, I was actually thinking of going with a nude lip. I want to do a little bit of an ombre and keep the lips kind of nude. I'm going to go in with a dark brown liquid matte lipstick and outline my lips. I'm going to go in with a nude lipstick. This is what the lipstick looks like. I'm going to be using this at the corners of my lips. Now I'm going to be using this peachy lipstick in the middle. So that's what the lips look like. So these are the lashes I'm going to go with. So while the lashes are drying, let's put on some highlighter. This is the highlighter, it's like a gold highlighter, so that's what I'm gonna go with. Alright, so I'm also going to go in with some highlighter on the inner corners of my eyes. Alright, so this is what my smoky eye look looks like. For the first time trying a smoky eye look on myself, I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna spray myself with this and so that the whole makeup just like blends together and just, you know, becomes friends. Will I do a smoky eye look on myself again? I might. You know, this with like a really plain sari. I think it has its appeal. It's not my favorite. Let's just put it that way. It's not my favorite, but yeah, I mean, I'd wear it. If you guys did stick around and watch till the end, thank you so much, it means a lot. And if you guys liked it, do like it and share it, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would also mean so much. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
I get it. Yeah, you know I'm about it. If it kill me, I'ma let it run into the bag like I'm so athletic. I've been up since